Plans have been out for a while in the Power Platform. They are useful for all kinds of Power Platform developers and architects. They provide an interactive way of seeing the overall process, the personas, and even how the database is set up. However, this was limited to only the new projects that were created directly from the Create a Plan feature, leaving all the existing projects gated out. Fortunately, a recent update brought the ability to create plans for existing projects along with some other goodies. Hi, I'm Bruno and welcome to the Power Minutes. So today we're gonna visit an old application because there's nothing like a practical example. Let's revisit the advanced approvals as I remember this having some sort of process that, well, it would be nice if it was documented and we didn't do that. So now that we have our solution over here, and you can see that I already selected, you have the create a plan button already on top. But if you create on the ellipses, you'll also have the ability to do the same action. So let's go ahead and create a plan. Now this can take a few seconds. You can see the agents on top already working at it, and data is being generated as we speak. We already see that there's going to be an employee and there's going to be a manager. We are fetching a holiday approval Canvas app or app overall. It's still working on it, so let's give it a moment. And of course, there is a holiday request model database. This is taking a while, so we will put it on a pause and we'll come back to you. Oh, nope, never mind. As soon as we said that we would put the video on pause, the agents listened to us, so they're really advanced already. Okay, so there you have it. In a few seconds, the high level description of a user requirement, the purpose and the problem that we have, and the reason why we created this app. Of course, for the user requirements and so on, we can update them and modify them as we need. So you don't have to be stuck trying and retrying. With the AI, you can always modify the user requirements or even create your own requirement role over here. As for the data model, you will be able to check it out by clicking on the Show Details button. And of course, in this case, we only have one table, but you can expand upon it and create relationships. So all of this is incorporated with Copilot as well. So you're never, never alone doing this effort. But I mentioned some goodies. Where are they, Bruno? Well, over here, you can see on this megaphone that there are some preview features. So let's try them out. Let's enable them and see what we've got. So we got something generating over here. It is a process. So if you check over here now, you have your traditional overview and there will be process diagrams to be generated. So we got a new process that was completely generated by AI. Let's view the process and there you have it. A holiday request is created by or submitted by the employee, which they will also review and edit as needed, and eventually the manager will approve or reject. Now, naturally, this is the AI interpreting what could be the scenario. It's likely that you might have to reconfigure or modify any of these steps, but that's all right. You can see over here, you can always add events or actions to it. Just as an example, I added a step over here and a task. So let's just delete them as we actually don't need them. And of course, last but not least, don't forget to save your solution. So you're already on an existing solution. Let's save this plan. And there you have it. Your old application, your old solution now has a plan associated with it. While it doesn't fully replace what should be the traditional ALM solutions and documentation, this really helps put some scope and easy to access and documentation where everything is interactive and related. But hold your horses, there's a few caveats you should be aware of. First of all, a plan will only recognize apps and tables in the solution. Other objects like flows, we had a flow on this project, it's not identified, so flows, sites, and agents are currently out of scope and they will not be considered when creating a plan. To create a plan this way, the solution also needs to have at least one app and one table, like we have over here, so we have the bare minimum to create a project. Without it, the system will not know how to work itself around the situation. In case you already have an existing solution, you should make sure that you first publish your solution and your application. First, you publish your application, then your solution to make sure everything is up to date. Otherwise, the system will also not consider any modifications that you may have done. Last but not least, it's not recommended at all to create a plan on the default solution. The reason for that is that it will take every app and table in the environment into consideration, and that is not going to work well for you. It's either going to take too long or create a lot of gibberish that you don't want or need. So there you have it. You're all set up to bring plans to your existing solutions. So take care and see you next time. Bye.